So hey, I'm Keith Martin. I live in Belfast, got practice in Belfast, and I'm the owner of Avalon Chiropractic, which started in 2005. So prior to Nitro, I had got very stuck in, I suppose, a little bit isolated from other chiropractors, from other practice, and got disillusioned in many ways with chiropractic. So for me, Nitro was a way of meeting like-minded people, creating a focus, and just helped me get back on track with what I really wanted out of practice and where I wanted to take Avalon Chiropractic, really. Yeah, I felt very alone. I felt completely kind of lost. And for me, it was just trying to find somewhere or someone to help me pick my way through the roadblocks, pick my way through the things that were holding me back from enjoying practice, really. Because it wasn't obvious to me, and I wasn't really sure. My experience in practice management, my experience in other aspects of chiropractic was very minimal. So I was looking for something to give me an education, but also help me create something that worked better for me. I was aware that if I didn't change anything, nothing was going to change, type of thing. So I needed to find some sort of avenue, some sort of help to kind of get me back on track, or to keep me, to learn new skills within, not only personally, but also within the practice. I kind of was on a journey where I started going to more seminars again. I kind of reconnected with some friends, went to a couple of technique seminars, thinking maybe a new technique would help me, but that really wasn't the case. So there was nothing that really failed. It was just a kind of, when I look back on it now, it was a kind of a natural progression. And then I met Lawrence at the Chiropractic Association of Ireland conference. I was fortunate enough to get a chat to him one-on-one. And I just thought, yeah, I can maybe work with Lawrence. And at that stage, there was no Nitro Europe or no official kind of Nitro Europe. So we just started talking, man, and I instantly felt the connection and felt as if Lawrence could help me. And at that stage, I wasn't sure how or whatever, but I just knew it felt right. There's a realization that digging, once you start digging, you kind of realize I certainly realized how much little energy I was putting into lots of the important aspects of not only my personal life, but of my practice life. And I had just become a real day-to-day 9-to-5er in it, just and home. So that was it was a wake-up call that if you wanted, it's kind of like everything, the more you put in, the more you get out type thing. And so it was difficult for me to kind of accept that I'd done so little. But at the same time, it was exciting because there was lots to learn, and the learning curve was quite steep. All the time, I wasn't sure whether even chiropractic was for me. I got bored. Bottom line is I got bored. So the learning aspect of it, and learning about practice management and learning, kept kind of reawakened that kind of spark within you, and you realised that actually there was lots to be done, and the more you did, the more benefits you saw. Once I kind of realised that it wasn't chiropractic, it was more me, it was easier to accept. Like then you kind of go, actually chiropractic's still great, I still want to do this, I've just got to work more on me and get me back on board to allow the chiropractic to flourish. The lowest point was probably waking up after a weekend and wondering not really wanting to go into work. Kind of going, nah, I'm done. It'd be easier if I was, going to work for somebody doing something else and I had no responsibilities. Yeah, so they entered in really early on, so 3 years ago, when I met him at the CII conference. As I said, at that stage he didn't have any Nitro Europe as such, he was just doing the Nitro in Australia. So we just struck up a conversation, had a couple of conversations afterwards online, and yeah, I just instantly felt that he helped just kind of clear the clutter a little bit, just to help refocus and just gain a bit of clarity around what my issues were, and help me kind of realise where my kind of, many of my kind of issues lay. Kind of, I suppose, pushed me into a corner was that I've got two small kids, like a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old at the minute, so when they arrived, time became really precious, and I was working long hours and frustrated, and then that frustration, I suppose, came home at times. So now, like, I've almost halved my hours in practice, seeing the same sort of volume of people, way more time at home. I'm lots happier. And yeah, I just feel more confident in practice, and I feel more confident in general. Yeah, so I was the first one really in, so yeah, yes is the answer, yeah. And you know, we talked about it, and several of my friends have kind of come in and done spells with Lawrence, so, and none of them regret it. Like, everyone's found it a really great experience. Yeah, after 15 years in practice, there's still time, there's still lots to learn, and I mean, I suppose it's never too late to learn is the answer to that. You can, if you want it, you can create your own goals.